At a time when India has issued multiple no-time warnings for the test of the Agni prime missile and BrahMos extended-range missile in the Bay of Bengal next week, Chinese spy vessel Yuan Wang 7 has entered the Indian Ocean region, which is China's latest generation ballistic missile and satellite tracking ship. Experts have said that the Chinese ship has arrived to track various parameters of the missile planned to be tested by India, that include range, trajectory and speed. European firm MBDA has expressed interest to supply the Meteor-NG very long-range air-to-air missile for India's AMCA 5th generation fighter jet. The 200 km range Meteor missile is already equipped on the 36 Rafale fighter jets of the Indian Air Force, and the Indian Navy is also planning to order around 150 Meteor missiles that will be equipped on the proposed 26 Rafale Marine fighters that will be officially announced in July this year. MBDA has also expressed interest to integrate the Meteor missile on the Tejas Mark II fighter jets, and also on the last batch of 30 Tejas Mark 1A fighters, as they will feature the Uttam Mark II radar. 8 ex-Indian Navy personnel are currently facing trial in Qatar, as Qatar has accused them on spying on its secretive program to obtain Italian-made M23 high-tech midget submarines coated with metamaterials and armed with at least 2 torpedoes. The Qatar State Security has claimed to have obtained electronic communication evidence that allegedly establishes the involvement of the ex-naval officers in spying on the submarine program that were later passed on to Israel. The ex-Indian Navy officials have limited experience in submarine operations, and it is still not clear how they could have been involved in spying on the yet-to-be-delivered midget submarines. The Defense Acquisition Council of the Ministry of Defense has given an acceptance of necessity for the purchase of 50 firefighting robots worth 225 crore rupees for the Indian Navy. The indigenous firefighting robot is known as Sprint Firefighting Bot, that has been developed by private sector firm Swadeshi Empresa, which can detect the source of fire and extinguishes it with water, foam, jet or spray. An Indian Navy P-8I Neptune maritime patrol aircraft has been deployed to Royal Australian Air Force Base Darwin to conduct joint maritime interoperability training with P-8A Poseidon aircraft, which is an important opportunity to enhance interoperability and increase shared maritime domain awareness between the respective forces. Indian companies in the public and private space sectors are currently investigating the possibility of collaborating to create a new generation of low Earth orbit satellites. These satellites will consist of swarms of smaller satellites capable of communicating with one another, that will primarily focus on border areas, and will utilize machine learning algorithms to identify high-value observation targets, and directly communicate with ground-level users, providing instantaneous information.